Hey guys, hey, just a quick one before I start this vid. I recorded the vid, but for some reason the video kept freezing and I got the sound, but half of the vid I couldn't use. It's just me sitting there, so it doesn't really matter. So anyway, you'll see what I did. I just thought I'd explain that I had a few problems. Enjoy. Hey, g'day guys. Okay, so as promised, I am going to talk about three stocks that I hate. This was fairly easy for me. Look, let's be honest. There's a lot of dog stocks on the ASX. There's I don't know how many stocks altogether, over 2,000. And realistically, there's only a few hundred of those 2,000 that are really worth buying. But these three stocks are three for different reasons that I hate and that I would never buy. And I don't care if they go to the moon. I wouldn't buy these stocks. And as I said, I dislike them for different reasons. And why these three over probably another 50 that I don't have time for, I'm not really sure. But these are just the first three that popped into my head. I'm interested to know your thoughts as well. I think there's going to be one or two here that some people won't agree with, but hey, this isn't the be all and end all of shitty stocks. This is just my opinion, and everyone's got one of them, right? Okay, so the first one is the eternal dog of the ASX, a dog with fleas. That is AMP. Now, I used to own these many years ago, and the only reason I owned them was I was given them for free. Whenever it was back in it was mid-90s, I'm not sure, when they demutualized, and I had some sort of plan with them, and I got about 400 for free, so that was good. I sold them, I don't know, a few years after that. I think I got $16 a share for them. And now, what are they now? I don't know what they are. They're probably around, hang on, just let me have a quick look here at what they are today. AMP, the dog of a stock, $3.27. Look, if you had bought these, like the poor person that bought these off me, that paid $16, now they're worth $3.27. That's 20 years later. It's just constant. It's not like 2 or 3 bad years for this stock. This has been 25 years of mismanagement and opportunity lost and just frustration. Just imagine you held the stock that long. I mean, it'll be a hell of a story to tell your grandkids about why you're poor, because you owned AMP for your whole life. And that's what's annoying about them. I mean, people do own these stocks. And just an underperformer, a dog with fleas for 25 years. Just imagine you could have bought AMP or CSL, which you could have, and you bought AMP, and the person who bought CSL is living in a mansion, and you're living in a dog box. But yeah, there you go. I just hate AMP because they're a dog, and they're a real wealth zapper, and there's going to be people who out there who have owned them, and I'm sure they hate them as much as I do. Okay, now the second one. Now I hate this company for a different reason, and that is CZZ, Capilano. Now they were in the news last week, and about their honey being imported and not being real honey, there being honey substitutes in their honey. Now the reason I hate this company is I love honey. I love it. There's nothing better than some fresh bread with a big dob of good quality butter and a big dob of fresh quality honey. There's nothing better in life than that. And I hate Capilano because their honey is shit. And when I go to Coles and I look at the brands they have there, virtually all of them are owned by Capilano. The Capilano brand itself, the West Kobe, what's the other one? Starts with an A. I think actually Coles has stopped what's it, Lowry, I think it is. I think Coles has stopped stocking that one. But they've cornered the honey market, and let's just say I don't trust this company. I don't trust them, and it pisses me off because I like honey. I love honey. And the fact that Capilano have cornered this market really annoys me. And, you know, I had a client a few years ago who had his own, what are they called, apiaries? I don't forget what they're called now, but anyway, beehives, and made his own honey. And I got, you know, some couple of kilo buckets off him, and it was unbelievably good. And you don't know how bad the honey is from Coles and Woolies until you actually try some real honey. So I hate Capilano. I would never buy their stock, and that could cost me money because their share price is flying. If you want to have a look, I'll put the chart up. They announced recently, I didn't even read it. Obviously their annual report was good because the share price has shot up. But I would not buy this stock on principle because I think their product is shit. And it really annoys the shit out of me because I want a good honey. Okay, so the third one. Now this might upset a few people because I know a lot of you may own this stock, but it is Fast Brick Robotics. Now, and I hate this company for another different reason. The reason I hate this company is, yeah, I think it's an absolute cash burner, and I don't trust anything that they say about what they're going to do, and the pie in the sky dreams that they have. But the other reason I hate it is everyone keeps asking me about it. Not so much lately, I must admit, but I reckon in the first 6 months, let's just say between, you know, I don't know, July and January last year, this year, every email I got was asking me about FBR. And, you know, sometimes I was getting, you know, one day I know I got 3 emails the same day, just about that one stock. And I'm thinking, and I've looked at it, and it's a story. It's a story. But they just burn cash. They're just an absolute cash burner. Is it Pivot Brothers? I think they're brothers that run this are paying themselves a pretty damn good wage. And, you know, whether they would actually earn that money if they were out in the real world, you know, trying to fight for it, is debatable. So they're paying themselves a pretty good wage for a company that just burns cash constantly. And there's over 1 billion shares available for this company. So even at, what are they, 16 cents currently, 160 million. Nah, sorry. No way would I be paying that, for this company. And, you know, are they going to go to $1? You know, I hear that a lot. You know, they'll go to $1. That means they're going to be worth over $1 billion. Nah. Hey, look, I could be wrong. But this just looks like, you know, and there's hundreds, maybe thousands, or over 1,000 cash burning companies on the ASX that all they ever do is burn cash. And why am I picking on this one in particular? It's probably because I've had the most questions about this one, and I've constantly given my thoughts individually to people about this one. And so yeah, I thought I'd lay it out on the table. Now, do not ask me about Fast Brick Robotics anymore. I'm not interested. I despise the company, dislike the company. And I have no faith in that the management team will ever produce any revenue of note for this business. Okay, so that is my 3. You know, I probably could have gone through another 50. And one that sprung to mind, which I didn't talk about because it's no longer listed, is BIG. Now, what an absolute debacle that company was. I got very lucky on that one. If you want to have a look at the history of that, I sold out on the day before they went into suspension, and I had about 9,000 something, you know, over 9,000, not quite 10,000 shares, and I sold all but 2,000. So I've still got 2,000 shares that are worthless now. So I have lost money on them. Could have been a lot worse for me, and I feel sorry for the person that bought them off me, you know, the day before they went into suspension and never come back. And hopefully someone goes to jail. If ASIC are the real deal, someone has to go to jail for that bullshit. If you haven't followed the story, check them out. BIG, an absolute debacle. And that's another one I could have spoke about. And there's many more that I would never touch. But those are the 3. You know, AMP being a dog with fleas for the last 25 years. CZZ, Capilano, just because I dislike their product so much, and it pains me because I want a good product. and FBR because I get sick of hearing about it. They're the three that I chose, but I'll be interested to hear yours. Put them in the comments if you want. Yeah, the stock that you hate the most and why you hate them. No worries. Bye.